All eyes on Doge. Big runner. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big runner. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Thursday. Not the live stream I was expecting to do. We were supposed to be watching ETH go to an all-time high today. But no. The crypto market doesn't work how you want it to work or how you expect it to work. It's crashing. The top is in. Or buy the dip. We still going higher. Silly market, exactly, music. It's just a silly market. It's crypto, guys. It's crypto. I start here today with the Bitcoin futures CME because everyone's saying, oh, Bitcoin had to go down and fill the gap, right? Got to fill the gap. Got to fill the gap. So this is looking all the way back to April timeframe for Bitcoin. Here's the new all-time high that we just had, and Bitcoin had to come down to fill the CME gap right there. Okay. And the last time there was a CME gap here, which was between 114 and 116, Bitcoin came and filled the gap. 1st of August. I even predicted that one, right? Dip on 1st of August, right? But you zoom out and you go back here to April and you're like, there's a gap. There's a gap right there. These two red lines, that's the gap right there. Guess what? Didn't fill the gap. Didn't fill the frickin' gap. So for anybody out there saying it always has to fill the gap, not until Bitcoin drops to $91,700 will I believe that. Because there it is right there. Did not fill the gap. Somebody in the comments saying, you need to learn TA. And I'm just like, there's your freaking TA right there. CME gap not filled at 91.4, still not filled. Okay, I got that off my chest. That's how we start today. Hey, a bunch of you, doom and gloom, price drop this morning, we're going to zero. And a lot of us are, let's buy the dip. Let's buy the dip. Don't be so proud of yourself, Mr. Galvin. Don't be so proud of yourself, dude. Yes, I woke up and I chose violence against the TA guys because they're lurking everywhere and telling me, who is a very successful trader, how I don't know technical analysis. And I'm just like, I don't know what to say. Other than in October, we're going to be higher than we are today. Mark my words. In October, we are going to be higher than we are today. Mark my words. And of course, the other thing is this. What are you doing about it? What are you doing about it? Right? Are you just going to bitch and complain, or are you actually going to trade and do something about it? Now, I bought some here at 21.9. I didn't have enough loaded up, but I did buy. So we had these, what looked like this morning was going to be a double bottom, but then we had the PPI The PPI numbers came out, and guess what? Inflation is higher than we thought. Which means what? Powell's not going to lower rates, so let's just dump the frickin' market. Flash crash all the way down to 21.9. And guess what? I bought some right there. I bought on the dip right there. Now, I didn't have a lot of cash in my account, but I bought. And I posted that on X. I bought on the dip because I'm believing in the markets going forward. Now, we're drifting back right here. Are we going to see us retest 21.9? I think so. I just transferred money from my bank account onto Coinbase. So now I will buy again on the next dip because I don't believe the top is in. I'm buying on the dip. But some of you all, hey, you can believe what you want to believe. Trade how you're going to trade. So, well, you can go onto my X account, Galvin. You can see how much I bought. October is going to be a good month. Mark my words. Mark my words. Look. Like if you're not selling Bitcoin, so you can say all you want about Dogecoin. This was not a Dogecoin event. Dogecoin just followed. Bitcoin dumped. That is what you call a dump. So Bitcoin went down, ETH went down, Doge went down. Okay, so we get that behind us. And then we go, okay, every single time we have a few percent correction, the top is in debates fill the timeline. The top is in. The top is in. And I'm just like, no, we ain't there yet. The market memory spans about 3 days. Some folks calling top now were begging for dips last week. Zoom out and you'll see we're still early in the cycle. These micro moves are just noise in the macro symphony. This is just a small sliver of a much larger thing going on. So even if you take the Dogecoin chart, and let's get a nice fresh one here, okay? Let's get a nice fresh one that doesn't have all my marks all over it so we can see it nice and clear. Right? So there was the dip. Let's go to the daily. Oh, this one still has this stuff on it. Let me get rid of that. Get rid of that. Because we were looking at that. We'll get back there. Just messes things up. We are on this overall move that's still going on, leading to the big green box. That's still happening. This pullback here, 8% or so for Doge, is part of a bigger trend, which is in what direction? I'd say it's still up, my friends. It is still up. So this right here is another buying opportunity. I can only look at the chart. I can only zoom out and look at the chart and say, this is still higher lows. It's still higher lows. Now, in 2026, I'm going to be telling a different story. But right now, that's what I'm seeing. Bitcoin the supposed crash, the top is in, turns out currently was just a CME gap fill. So for those looking at CME gaps to fill, awesome. But like I said, hasn't filled 91.4 yet. So it's a convenient thing to look at. But in the end, what was this really about? Oh, it was about liquidations, my friends. Over $1 billion. The PPI report was just an excuse for the market makers. They were ready for it. Down everything went, flushed out $1 billion in liquidations. And I know you guys are sick of me like showing this, but this is what moves the market. This is what moves the market. Taking out the leverage. And of course, now we've got shorts, we've got longs, we've got all sorts of stuff going on. I think they're going to take out more of the longs personally. Let me just zoom out a little on this and you'll see the bigger picture. Because we had the big run up, we had all of this leverage, and look at it all got totally taken out by the dip. Hundreds of millions of dollars on Bitcoin alone taken out. So, caught in the market crash. Aguila Traders, one of these guys, liquidated for 18,000 ETH, $83 million for one trader. That's this whole leverage trading thing. Just what are you doing? You're putting your whole portfolio into leverage. Michael Vanderpop says, look, what goes up must come down. Classic liquidity sweep after bad macro data. Classic liquidity sweep. Higher time frame, I would assume, will go slightly lower, then consolidate. Maybe ETH will drop another 10%, but then altcoins will have 1 to 2 weeks of momentum, and this will all turn around. Bitcoin will be back to 121K and moving higher. So all of that is what we expect. So is this going to just fumble around 117 now for Bitcoin? Are we going to look for a bounce at 116.8 and move higher? That we will watch. ETH was so close to its all-time high. It was so close. It was just bouncing up here, looking so nice. Boom, on the drop. We had a bunch of buyers come in, and then they dropped it again to take out more leverage, the new leverage that came in to ride the rebound. So the games are afoot. The games are afoot. So a note from Nagato to the market makers. How do you screw over the maximum number of people in crypto in the most efficient way possible, right? Because the market makers don't care about you, right? Their job is to take out the leverage trades. The more they take out, the more money they make. In previous bull runs, the normies joined in, but with hesitation. Big investors weren't really around in crypto, right? Crypto is unsafe, right? Crypto is a Ponzi scheme. Only criminals use it, although Elizabeth Warren still says that, right? But that was last cycle, right? Last cycle, it was all about retail traders, right? It was the retail traders. But now the narrative is shifting. Crypto is legitimate. Institutions are bullish. Governments are embracing. It's safe for the average person. Let's put crypto in pension funds. What? 401ks, IRAs, right? Everyone's talking about crypto now. Crypto still heavily manipulated. And this morning just showed more of that. They're crafting the story. The most risk-averse normie will feel comfortable aping in. The most risk-averse funds, institutions, whatever, decide to allocate money into the magic internet money industry to do what? To unload the assets they've been quietly accumulating for years for insane profits. That's right. You don't think they've got a big bag of crypto that they want to dump on your ass? Of course they do. Wreck the largest possible crowd. Governments, institutions, funds. Having millions or even billions doesn't mean you're smart. Doesn't mean you know how to play the game. A lot of the big players will market buy coins at extreme levels. Perfect recipe for what? A global bull run bigger than what most people expect. Again, this is not just retail hype. Institutional stupidity as well is coming in, and it's all going to pile into the crypto market. And then when you least expect it, well, we'll be planning for it. There's going to be a brutal, soul-crushing, devastating Armageddon, right? So, if you're one of those, this is going to diamond hand through everything. Be careful. Well, but Bitcoin is gold 2.0. It'll go up forever. Maybe not. And I think this morning was a nice little indication of how volatile crypto can still be, and that the whole idea of super cycles and extended cycles probably not going to happen. The playbook is always the same. Use this run to make as much as you can, then sell to change your life. Don't fall for the super cycle fairy tale. Don't believe institutions are here, it'll be safe forever. At some point, the music will stop. You do not want to be holding your full portfolio of magic internet shitcoins when it does. Learn from the past cycles. It's amazing how often this whole 4-year cycle thing comes into play again and again and again. Even I was starting to get a little fooled about August, right? Even I was starting to get a little fooled, right? You start seeing Bitcoin going up, hitting new all-time highs, right? ETH about to hit an all-time high. But in the back of my mind, I kept thinking, this is still the summer of chop, right? It's still August. But even I got caught up on it yesterday. It was a lot of fun. New Bitcoin all-time high. We had a great thing. But in the back of your mind, remember this. The playbook is always the same. Be ready to take profits. Today was not the day to sell. Today was the day to buy on dips for what is still coming. The big moves are still coming, but we will be ready, and we will be talking about slices of profits. Slices of profits. So that's what I have today, guys. Not the best, right? Not what you want to hear, but it is what it is. What's Doge going to do? Is it going to drop below 22 cents again and give another opportunity for those that didn't catch the sudden flash crash this morning? Most likely, yes. Again, Dogecoin has a habit of just going penny by penny, and when it dips, the dip is always just below the rounded penny number. So I'm expecting another 21.9. Does that guarantee that's going to happen? Maybe, maybe not. There's no guarantees, but that's what I'm looking for. In the short term right now, are we going to bounce off of this 22.2 line here? Maybe. we will see. So we'll be watching that today. On Bitcoin, again, 117.9. This is the 118 line in red here. Let me change that color so you can see it a little better here. Make it a yellow line there. So that's where Bitcoin is kind of floating around there. And ETH 4,500, just above 4,500 on ETH. And that will be the dip again. Should have been ready with that line there, 4,500 right there. So that's what ETH is dipping below. It dipped below this morning, and then a little bit early this afternoon, right below 4,500. Somebody said Cardano was down like 10%, and it's not. I mean, if you draw a line from the very tippy top, yeah, but you can do that with everything, right? Yeah, that's 10%. But over 24 hours, it's not down 10%. Just wanted to clarify that for someone in the chat. Overall, when we look at our top coins, Tron just flipped Doge. So Doge did drop down into the number 9 position because its pullback was deeper than Tron's. So most likely we'll flip back when everything turns green again. So we'll be watching for that. Do I have side job ideas, Craig? Yes, I do. It's got to be something you like doing. You got to have a side job of something you like doing. If you're just, we talked about this. If you're just going to do like, I use Amazon drop shipping, right, as a thing, because a lot of people were doing that like 10 years ago. That was the big thing, right? Amazon drop shipping, where you were buying cheap shit from China, right, and then reselling it here off of websites and stuff. What a boring, how can you get excited about that, right? So what you got to do is you got to look at what you enjoy doing and try and find a way to make money off that. What do you enjoy doing? Are you artistic, right? I know it's hard, like on Etsy, right, to sell things. You really have to have a very specific niche of something that someone else might be interested in, because there's tons of stuff on Etsy. Now, somebody made on Etsy these Dogecoin pillows right here, right? And now I have one. But somebody designed this and said, you know what? I'll bet somebody's going to be stupid enough to buy a Dogecoin pillow. But this is, I mean, somebody did this as a side job, right? Made this pillow with the Doge logo on it, right? That's a side job right there. So find something that you're talented in, find something you enjoy doing, and start grinding. It won't be possible. It won't be profitable right away. Nothing will on a side job. It takes hard work, dedication, and you got to slowly build it up. Ryan likes dealing. So deal. Exactly. Love the pillow. Isn't the pillow great? Love the pillow. Love it. Crypto is kind of a side gig. Yeah, crypto is. I mean, you're working during the day and you got your money working for you, except for this morning with the drop. But aside from that, yeah, making money. But yeah, this is my side job, intellectually stimulating. I know Etsy is oversaturated. Yeah, I agree. And it's like finding a needle in a haystack on Etsy. But people are making money there. That's like one thing. But then you can take that and you can, maybe start a YouTube channel of whatever that thing is that you're into and you're doing. It's hard to start a YouTube channel, I know. I've done it twice. It takes a while to go in. I don't know price targets yet. I'm basing my selling on the calendar and where things are in October. I'm not looking here in August at specific prices to sell anything. Okay. Yeah, you can do OnlyFans too. There you go, Craig. Start an OnlyFans. Sell socks for those who are in bare feet. Sell socks. You have a 3D printed HODL sign that you bought. Exactly, right? And you could tie it into crypto stuff, whatever you're making. Exactly. After yesterday, DC Bundle says, I braced myself for today because Dogecoin is a fickle mistress. Gave me lots of kisses yesterday, but needed today off. Yes. Oh. Too many whales on the coin, able to manipulate the price. It's not the whales manipulating the price. It's the market makers again and again. The whales are not manipulating the price. The whales are filthy rich. That's just one of those things that's easy to say, but isn't really what happens. Because, I mean, you can look at Ali, right? Here's Ali. What does Ali say? The whales are back. Dogecoin activity at a 1-month high. So if the whales are back and the Dogecoin activity is at a 1-month high, why did Dogecoin just drop 9%? Why would they drop the price 9%? It's not the whales. It's not the whales. And Ali doesn't know the inside or the outside of these big wallets and who owns them, because it's the market makers that drop the price. It's not the whales. Why would the whales want to drop the price? Oh, so they can buy more at a lower... No, that's a sad, sad narrative. No. No. So don't give me the whales. Ali doesn't know. Clueless. Why is the market acting like this today, Isfandyar? Because it can. We were already coming back down from the excitement of the Bitcoin all-time high. There were some taking profits. There were some preparing for the PPI today. Already was selling coming down into the PPI report, and then perfect opportunity for the market to dump. Biggest criminals, banks and insurance companies. Absolutely. But then you get all these other funds and these market makers. They don't care about you. They don't care about your trades. They want to take them all out. Hello, Anisha. Maxim wants to start a beauty salon. So that's not a side gig, right? That's a real job. I want to make an OnlyFans where I post pictures of me wearing socks. Feet? Charlotte says feet? What? Oh. Yeah, no worn socks. Waitressing is not a good side hustle. That's just a job. That's a second job. A side hustle is not a second job. A side hustle is not like doing Uber Eats and DoorDash. That's not a side hustle. A side hustle is really building something for yourself, right? Building your own little company on the side. That's a side hustle. I was making Dogecoin doorstops to hodl your door. I like that, Joe. Yeah. Buy on the big red candles. Exactly. Buy on the big red candles. Now, that's the narrative here in 2025. In 2026, I won't be saying that. Different story. Market makers buy some garbage, pump them, and once everyone is getting to chase the bag, they dump. Yeah. Where is the ADA buy zone for leverage? Well, it doesn't really work that way. You can't just look at this and say a buy zone because you don't know how much they're going to take out. So you don't know how low it can actually go. Because there's a lot of long leverage trades down here that will never get taken out. 83 cents, 81 cents. I mean, there's $2 million there at 81 cents. And ADA's probably not going to go down that low. They took out a chunk here on the big dip, but there's a lot more down here, but that doesn't mean the price is going down there. So you can look at these heat maps and you can see where all the leverage trades are, but that doesn't mean the price is actually going there. We use it as a reference point to see where the biggest, newest trades are, like the big shorts right here at 95 cents. $7 million of ADA short right there at 95 cents. I'll bet that gets taken out before 81 cents gets taken out, because that's the bright, shiny new thing right up there. That's what I do to look at those things. As soon as the question was to how to make money with a side job, I knew straight away where the chat was heading. Yeah. No. You got your cold wallet, but do I get to keep my DCA? Or can you explain it? So your average buy price is always the same. It's still the same. You still bought Dogecoin at 10 cents or whatever, whether that Dogecoin is sitting on Coinbase or it's in your wallet. It's still the same Dogecoin at the same average buy price. But as soon as you move it from Coinbase or Robinhood to your cold storage wallet, the exchange will not remember what your average cost is, which is why I use spreadsheets. And I do the spreadsheets so that I keep track, like, this one I keep showing, right? These were my Dogecoin purchases from a couple of years ago, right? And then if I move a whole block of them, let's say I move all of that Doge over to Ledger, then I just make a note over here that that's all the Doge I moved over to Ledger. It's now sitting in Ledger. And I've identified which Dogecoin that is. But it stays on my spreadsheet and I still have my average price. Doesn't matter where these coins are. So that's how I do it. I just do it all by spreadsheets. Good question, though. Flipping storage units. Do people still do that? Do people still do that? I guess there are, right? There are people who abandon their storage units. There might be something good in there or not. Wasn't there a TV show where they used to have these auctions of the storage units, right? And you'd get like from the doorway, you'd be able to like look in, but you would be able to like really look at everything in detail. So you wouldn't really know what you're getting. And then they auction it. Highest bid wins. something like that. The majority of Dogecoin supply is highly concentrated among a small number of wallets. Nope. Miguel, instead of just copying and pasting from a narrative that isn't true, you just need to ask me the question, okay? Because I've talked about this for years now. For instance, Robinhood. Robinhood owns 36 billion Dogecoin and has the #1 wallet, the largest wallet. But guess what? That's your Dogecoin and my Dogecoin and everybody else's Dogecoin who actually bought on Robinhood. So to say that Dogecoin supply is highly concentrated among a small number of wallets technically is true, but the FUD that goes along with that makes you think those are big whales that can dump all of those coins and manipulate the price. That is not true, because Robinhood is not going to be selling those Dogecoin. That's the Dogecoin that they hold on behalf of all of the users of Robinhood that have bought Doge. So be careful when you start quote posting those kinds of things, all right? You thought 19 cents? I think there are still people calling for 19 cents. No, I'm saying dumps did happen in previous cycles, and they still are now, even with institutions. It doesn't matter. Crypto is crypto. There are going to be dumps again and again and again. So don't expect this time to be any different. It won't be. Now that's my version of the side hustle. It's not a second job. It's not a night shift job. It's actually building something for yourself that's yours. That's the side hustle that has the opportunity for big gains. Somebody's flipping cars. There's a law of how many cars you can flip in a year? Really? I didn't know that. You can't buy and sell more than 4 cars in a calendar year. Huh. I didn't know that. Lemon and tea stand. Going for the big dollars there, Wiley, aren't you? Is this a good time to buy? There we go. Whatever you want on the dip. We got a sale today. We got a big sale on crypto going on today. Big sale, big sale. Where's Pepe? Pepe's down to 11. Pepe's actually lower now than it was at the flash crash. It's actually gone down lower. We'll see tonight. Are we going to see the Asian market makers are going to be, let me get in on some of that dumpage. Exactly, Angel. Buy when others are fearful, sell when others are greedy. That is a good saying. That's why I always say buy on the big red candles. Your sheep's going to 0. That's one that I would bet on. Going to 0, that is. No, I think there's enough sheep floating around that it won't technically go to 0. But it's not looking good. Yesterday was kind of a greedy day, indeed. We were celebrating Bitcoin hitting a new all-time high. We were caught up in all of that hype. It doesn't mean Bitcoin can't go higher. Doesn't mean that. Ryan posted some OF content in the, is it a sock? Ryan, did you post a sock? I got to see this now. For those that don't know, there is a KrissPax YouTube community. You can't use a computer to get there. You have to use the YouTube app on your phone. And you just go to the KrissPax channel, and there is a little button there that says visit community. You click on that and you hit the newest. The newest, I don't see it. Ryan, did you just post it, or is that an older post? Because I get Forks as a Doge on sale post is the most recent one. Was it a new post or an old one, Ryan? I don't see it. Or maybe YouTube said, yeah, we're not posting that stuff. It's not allowing it to post. 6 minutes ago. Oh, it didn't come up. Visit community. Newest. Not seeing it. Yeah, I don't see it. I have to get out and get back in. Rip. I know, right? Like during a live stream too. This is pretty exciting, right, guys? Nope, I don't see it. YouTube didn't like it. Do I have a recommendation for a good cold storage wallet? Funny you should ask. Funny you should ask. And I wasn't even gonna promote this today. But you've asked. Ledger. I have a Ledger right here. It's called the Nano S Plus. Guess what? It's on sale. I have a link in the description below to go check out Ledger. Now, you could get the Ledger Stacks, the Ledger Flex, the Ledger Nano X, or the Ledger Nano S Plus. They have 4 versions of their cold storage wallets. The Nano S Plus is the one I have. You buy it now, use my link below, and you get $30 off. Because they're going to send you Bitcoin. You're going to get a card that's going to come in the box. The card is going to tell you how to collect your Bitcoin. You essentially have to have a Bitcoin wallet. You give them the wallet, they send you the Bitcoin. This is what I did. I got $30 of Bitcoin, which is now essentially paid for my wallet because the price of Bitcoin went up since I did this. So, sale going on until the 19th. So you have 5 more days on the Ledger sale. Do not sign up for Ledger Recover. You don't need that. You get your Ledger, you set it up, you write down your seed phrase, you keep your seed phrase safe. You don't put the seed phrase in your phone and the Notes app. You don't put it on Google Drive or anything like that. No, you write it down, piece of paper, a pen, write it down, old-fashioned, your words, and you keep it safe. You take responsibility, but this is awesome. It's awesome. Ledger. Highly recommended, and it is, again, what I use. Thanks for asking. Doge down to 22.16. 22.16. Is the top in? Yup. I don't know that's what you're saying yup to, Goose, but I don't think the top is in. Yeah, what top? The cycle top? I don't think so. I bought 500 USD of Doge today. Altogether, I have 4,000 Doge coins. Buying more soon. Awesome. So you can only put the cash you are not using into the cold wallet, but the active amount has to remain on Robinhood. No. What you do, let's say you bought 10,000 Dogecoin on Robinhood. You can transfer 10,000 Dogecoin to your cold storage wallet. It has nothing to do with cash. It's the actual coins. Or maybe you only want to transfer 9,000 of your 10,000 Doge, and you keep 1,000 in Robinhood. You could do that too. $50,000 coins, your average is 1964. You're still in the green. You found out the other day that China seized 6 billion Dogecoins, or roughly 4% of Dogecoin's total supply, from a plus token seizure, which is, as of today's value, is $1.3 billion. I did not see that news. Plus token. I'll have to look at that. Megal. What's Megal at? $1.45. Slow and steady right now, which isn't typical how Megal doesn't usually go up slow and steady. Anything under 19.5, buys many as possible. Yeah, but it might not go down there. I don't know. We had regular 30% plus dips in 2021 and still had a massive bull run. So this is tame. That's true. That is true. Maxi, why did Doge drop? Bullman just answered. Market maker slaughtering, which I talked about in the first 5 minutes of the live stream. I just bought $1 of Doge. Rolling in the Doge. Did you guys see what I bought last night? Some of you didn't see it. Right there. I had to do it. After yesterday's live stream, I had to do it. When Dogecoin was a new all-time, when Bitcoin was a new all-time high, and it was over $124,000, I spent $10 of my Robinhood buying power to buy Bitcoin, market order, just to see what happened. And it filled it at $125,000 at $11. $125,000. I got 0.00008 Bitcoin. I don't know how many sats that is because I don't know how many zeros you put in there. Is that 8 sats or 80 sats? I don't know. But I commemorated the new all-time high by buying the top. And I posted, don't do what I did. It was just for the fun of it. I bought the top. $125,000 Bitcoin, which was actually higher than the all-time high, thanks to Robinhood. It was like, yes, I did it. Oh, God. The $10 will be worth $1,000 in 5 years. I know, right? Woohoo! Yeah, it was that stupid spread that they have. But I just wanted to see it just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it. Exactly, Darth Mike. And there it is. 125,000. I mean, that was hard to do. Not many people actually did that, but I did. $125,000 Bitcoin. And now, of course, I have some Bitcoin in my Robinhood, so I can start getting the Robinhood notifications every time Bitcoin hits a milestone. because I wasn't getting those before because I didn't have any Bitcoin in my Robinhood. And now I do. It's not over. There will be more price drop, guaranteed. It's crypto. And it's also going to go back up. I'm doing great. How are you, Bullman? Robert added 10,000 more coins this morning. Sell now, buy back in October. I don't think that's really good advice, but you do you. There's blood in the street. Get the mops out. Hey, Con, stairs up, elevator down. Isn't it amazing? It can drop fast, can't it? I think that news, Shebda, about Scott Bassett saying no Bitcoin purchases, I think that's keeping the recovery from happening, like an immediate V-shaped recovery we would typically see. Because on a drop like this, let's look at the Bitcoin chart. On this type of drop, what we would normally see is we would have this. That's what we would normally see. But guess what happened? Bassett came out, said what he did, and instead we went that way. So it did not give Bitcoin a chance to continue a V-shape. And the V-shapes are never straight up. They're usually curved like this. But then that news came out and Bitcoin dropped back down. So it had an impact, but it had an impact on the recovery, not the early drop this morning. That was all that PPI data. So a lot of people are leery about optimism and Arbitrum because they're layer 2s on ETH, and ETH is gearing up to be a faster L1. And the long-term effect it has on Arbitrum and optimism, a little unsure. There's a lot of uncertainty there, okay? So that's what I think about optimism and Arbitrum. I have a lot of Doge. How do you think about Pepe? You want to buy some Pepe on the dip? Why not? Add some Pepe. You'll be in the Pepe game. And when Pepe goes crazy, you can go, yeah, I got some of that too. Not a bad idea. Yeah, I don't know about the Trump and Putin meeting tomorrow. There's not going to, I already covered this in detail. There's not going to be an agreement coming out of it. They can't do that without Ukraine there. Now there's talk of maybe a second meeting that would have Zelensky, and it's just like, Anisha, there's never stable support in crypto. It's looking very weak. No, Ledger is perfectly safe, Galvin. So again, you got to do your research, right? And you got to look at what the actual story is. Years ago, there was a leak of user emails. That's all it was. But that was years ago. Today, people are afraid of this thing called Ledger Recover. And people think that their seed phrase is going to get out there. My advice, don't sign up for Ledger Recover. You'll be fine. Again, do your research. Do your research. So I'll go into my YouTube community again and see what's going on. Looks like a bunch of people have. Why am I not getting? It's weird. I'm not allowed to see your guys' posts, I guess. Probably have to turn my phone off and turn it back on. Or something. I don't know. That's weird. But I'm not seeing them. I'll have to look at that later. I'm so bullish about Doge this fall. I'm new. You can't even believe how bullish I am. The storage wars. That's what it was called. Yes. The storage wars. You bought some comp today. I've never held comp. I just never really understood what comp was about. So. Let's go Dogecoin Army. Yeah, sounds like somebody who bought too high. Matisse, bought too high. I bought Bitcoin last night and I bought Dogecoin this morning. Yeah. Yep. Somebody's going to tell me I bought Bitcoin too high, Rob. Exactly. That's 8,000 sats. I got 8,000 sats. Wow. That's awesome. I've got 8,000 sats on Robinhood. I don't know how to do all the zeros. That's why I say Dogecoin's just so much easier. Do I have Doge in Robinhood? Yes. How many Doge do I now have in Robinhood? I have 8,888 Doge at an average price of 19.9 cents. Show you, I don't care. Right there. 8,888 Doge at 19.9 cents. Woohoo! I'm up 11%. That's what I have in Robinhood now. Again, most of my Doge is here. Safe, secure. I know. I bought on the green. I bought the top. Nathan, just had to. I had to. You post in the community. Are you subscribed to Tom Crown? Awesome. We'll look at that later. Yeah, I actually have both a Ledger wallet and an Exodus. In the MyDoge, I've got Dogecoin in my MyDoge wallet as well. So I've got Dogecoin in 3 different wallets, plus some on Robinhood, plus some on Coinbase. Yeah. How is it legal for them to manipulate the market? Who cares about legality, Marcus? Who cares about legality? Could be a back-end YouTube thing, maybe. The 200-day SMA is still pointed steeply downward. Really? We just had a golden cross. Aren't we supposed to be going to the moon? We just had a golden cross. The 200-day SMA is pointing steeply downward. No, it isn't. This blue one is the 200. It's not pointing steeply downward. You're probably looking at a smaller time frame, and it's not the 200-day SMA. It's a 200 candle SMA, and you're looking at like a chart that some other chart, some other time frame. It's fine. It's The manipulation was the big red candle there. Everybody knows that. How important is a cold wallet? If all you're doing is just buying and selling and you don't care about cryptocurrency long term, and you're not going to hold long term, then you don't need a cold wallet. But if you really believe in cryptocurrency, the actual thing that cryptocurrency was invented to be, which is a decentralized digital currency that you own, that no banks can control, then you want to get your crypto onto a cold wallet so it's yours. If you bought crypto on Robinhood, you don't own it. It's not your crypto. You're just buying the price. If you move that crypto to a cold storage wallet, now it's yours. And you are now free from the exchange and the banks. Next support is right where we are right now at 22 cents. Right now, that's still holding. If that breaks, it's 21 cents. It's 1 penny at a time with Doge. David, I bought Doge on the dip, then I bought more on the dip, and then I sold some ADA to buy more Doge on the dip. Oh, Jack, how are you? Another one of our resident bulls comes back to join us on a red day. Welcome back, my friend. Yeah, see, it's not simple. 0.000000001 BTC is 1 sat. I don't know how many zeros that is. I can't see how many zeros that is. I just can't do it. It's just so much easier, Dogecoin. I cashed in my retirement and bought Bitcoin last night because I saw you buy. Yes, Bruce. This is the way. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. Buy on the green candles. It's what I always say. Not. Oh, Galvin, just having fun. I'm going to start taking a beekeeping. That's an interesting hobby. I'll stay away from the bees. That just freaks me out. Doge is flattened out for the day, though, right there. Yep. Is this the calm before the storm? You're into ETH, Galvin? Even near all-time highs? Can you move your Doge from Robinhood to a cold wallet? Yes, you can. Yep. Robinhood allows you to transfer crypto. They have a limit and how much you can transfer at each time, but yes, you can. I don't think Eric Trump said that about Pengu, Maxim. I don't think he said that about Pengu. Pengu's chart almost looks exactly like Dogecoin's. Look at that. Almost exactly the same. That's pretty crazy. No, it's not. That is manipulation, my friends. How much Doge does one need to retire? Billions. I don't know. Everybody's retirement needs are going to be different. Just think of 007 bond. It's 7 zeros. Oh, now that I can remember. 7 zeros. And that's for 1 sat, right? So this is 1, 2, 3. So this is 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros and 8. So then you add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 800 sats, right? Did I get that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 sats. I don't know if I can do it. Oh. Hey, Kronos, how are you? You got some bonk and some Doge this morning. You got more bonk because it was down 13%. I don't think you can do wrong there. All right, here we go. It's 8,000. It's 8,000 sats. Just remove all the zeros in front of the 8. That you don't know that. What if I had another 0? You got to know how many zeros to remove. I'm brain dead on this. I like the 007 thing if I can remember that. But I have 4 zeros before the 8. I'm not going to get it. I just can't get it. I don't know why it's not 800 then, because of the 007 thing that Maxim said instead of 8,000. Of course, Jason bought some on the dip too. Awesome. Awesome. The best job in the land is a Doge farmer. This is the summer of chop. Yes, Shangwan. This is the summer of chop. And I will admit, yesterday I was getting very bullish, caught up in all the euphoria of Bitcoin hitting a new all-time high. And then today was reminded it's still the summer of chop. So there you go. What goes up must come down. Summer of chop. And we're right back where we were. So yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, Anthony, I can't do that. The volume? Yeah, there was big volume this morning. But again, a lot of that was market makers dumping on the market. I don't know how I can help you. I don't know how I can help you with the cold wallet bundles. There's a lot of videos out there on YouTube on how to start up a cold wallet. So take a look at those. Yeah, I agree. Galvin's not going to make it. Did I say we were in altcoin season? I didn't say that. So it's not canceled. I didn't say we were in altcoin season. Never said it. Doge, this is the way is your name. Huh. Bought some Doge this morning. Then it went a bit lower, but it's buying the dips. Doge and Solana are the only major altcoins that haven't reached all-time high yet. No, there's a ton of them. There's a ton of them, from Litecoin to ADA to a ton of them. Market makers making tons of money liquidating. Yes, that's what we had. Black Panda caught some at 224. Stickman wants to know how to tell the market makers to stop taking a dump. And of course, War Blaster comes in. Is now a good time to sell. Since I bought Bitcoin on the big green candle, I should just sell it on the big red candle, right? I should just sell. Sell. And there's the dancing Doge. Yeah. There's nothing legal about it, Marcus. It just is what it is. It's what they do. The Doge liquidation chart? Sure. Doge. This is on the 3-day. So, again, last night, taking out a bunch of these shorts, and then overnight, and then this morning, taking out all those longs. Liquidation. There's more lower. That doesn't mean it's going down there. It's a new short right there at 23 cents, 23.1, $8 million. Shorting Dogecoin. Never have enough. The 2444 wall might be reestablished. 2444. Yeah, that's what we had over here. That was yesterday's. We had this box over here, but we're now past that. 2444. Yeah. We rose up out of that, spiked up, and then dropped. So I think that is behind us. The good news is coming, RR. Yeah, the All Eyes on Doge song is for gotta be certain occasions. We're not there right now. It looks like you're correct. Glad to know that the heat map makes you correct. I kind of think that if investors think Bitcoin won't go on any more big runs this year, they will turn attention to alts. I don't think there's a lot of big investors that think that. But the alts are pretty much retail. It's all retail driven. Sonny's buying. Yes, they used to have the trading view, but no, Anthony, it was the day they changed it to the black and white Doge was the day Kobasu died. Okay? That it had nothing to do with the price action. It was the day Kobasu died. That's why you got to be here, because I have all the news. I know what's going on. Duchess, AI have things to do today. All right. Have a good day. The AI thing caught me. I was just like, AI? Are you an AI? Anybody can be an AI. I'm getting a little tired of the Grok Imagine little video clips, though. I think I've seen enough of those. I don't need to see any more. I really don't. It's just filling up my X feed, and I'm just like, I don't need to see this. It's a lazy way of making a video. And it's dumb. It's not real. Any of you guys feel that same way? Are you on X, and do you feel the same way, or am I just out of my head? These stupid Grok Imagine little 3-5 second clips from a photograph. I kind of had it. I don't need to see anymore. I'm good. That's how I feel. I got enough. Yeah, it was a typo. I know, Duchess. I was like, it was an AI thing. It was just like, it's a gray Doge on TradingView. It used to be colored. But then after Kobasu died, they changed it to a black and white. Joseph, you agree? Max power, yes. Yeah, those stupid little Imagine videos are just, ugh. And of course, Elon's fawning all the ones that have beautiful women in them. Just like, and so that's what I see too. And I'm just like, oh God. Oh, man. But hey, remember last night? Remember that? Wasn't that fun last night? That was so much fun. Broke the new all-time high. We were having a blast. Oh, somebody posted one of those stupid Grok Imagine videos on my... Ugh. Really? But that was fun. What a difference a day makes, right? What a difference a day makes. You got a new phone yesterday? An iPhone 14? A new 14? You're a couple numbers behind. Fills up your feed. Yeah, mine too. I just scroll right past it all. Hey, CDC, how are you? Later's Duchess. So what's Doge going to do? It looks like it wants to dip back below 22 cents. It really does. It's pretty weak here. The whole afternoon, just right here. To me, that's looking pretty weak. I'm guessing this is going to like come down. I just don't see much going on right there. Well, it wouldn't exactly work that way, right? It'll just kind of do something like that. We'll see. You lost 4,000 overnight, just like that. Gone. That's right. It's not lost if you didn't sell. Hey, CJ, how are you? Patiently holding, like most of us, yes. Like most of us. Bitcoin is staying above 118. ETH staying above 4,500. At least right now. Maramello still holding my Doge. Me too. I didn't sell any Doge. I bought more on the dip. And I'm going to buy more when it dips again. Going to buy more. And I will post it on my X account. People don't believe me. And I just like, okay, I'll just post what I do. I don't know why people don't believe me, but after all these years, I'm just like, I'm just telling you what I'm doing. And they're not fake accounts like that James Wynn guy. That guy's already, I mean, one of his posts today was like, oh, that's it till 2026. That's it. What? What? Mm-mm-mm. Doge is down 9% now. Algorand down 10%. Harmony One down 11%. IMX down 13%. So we're getting a lot of weakness in alts right now. Arbitrum down 10%. Stacks down 10%. Optimism down 14%. Jasmy down 12%. Gala down 12%. So yeah, weakness in alts right now. Bitcoin dominance still below 60. Oh, we got a pinger. We got the pinger. Yep, things are dropping. We got SWE, Solana. Solana and SWE, big leverage longs. $1.6 million. Goodbye. That was on Solana. Just took out $1.6 million. Doge. Oh, I should have left my other line there, right? Here, I can do this and get it back. Just go back. How far can I go back? There it is. I got my line back. We got the pinger. ETH, $885,000. Following the Solana, 1.6 million. Thank you, Bundles. I appreciate the support. Thanks for the super chat. Dippity dip dipping. Who's ready to buy on the dip? Patience. Waiting for the perfect buy window. How do you know when that is, Galvin? James Lose, I know. I call him now James Fake. He's not win or lose, he's fake. You have $700 left of ready cash. I just sent over $2,000. 2,000. I'm front running my my end of the month money now. $2,000. How many percent Pepe down? Pepe's down 10, I believe, right? Yep, 10%. 10% on the Pepe. Yep, $21.99. That's what Dogecoin does right there. It's exactly what it does. Patience is a sidekick. Buy Dogecoin or else. Just bought the dip. How low till you buy? I might buy it right now. What is Coinbase looking like? $21.99 for Coinbase. $21.99. The pingers are going off. Cat, I'm busy right now. Trying to up my Doge stash. Coinbase is showing 22 cents. Binance is at $21.99. Pet the cat for good luck. Okay, you're a good boy. Now dip. You're buying at 20 cents. You're not believing this $21.99 is the dip. You're going to get more money over the weekend. See how it goes. What's up, buddy? 2203. It's going up. No, I haven't bought yet. I could just set a limit order, but everything else is dropping. Big red candles. So I don't believe this dip is over yet. But I'm about to make a purchase right now. If it goes lower, it goes lower. How are we looking? Buy, just buy. I want to get the best price. So this is all because they said no Bitcoin buying? No, that's part of it. It was the inflation numbers this morning, which lead to maybe the Fed isn't going to drop rates. It's like, everyone's buying. Yeah, DB, are you buying? Are you buying? I'm waiting for that one big red candle to just dump again. We got the pinger on, just ready to go for the next dump. See what else they're taking out. Kaido, OG, ILV, soon, Bitcoin. Ryan will buy so it can dip again. Okay, Ryan, get it over with. Get it over with, Ryan, so I can buy lower than you. Right now in Coinbase, it looks to be about half and half between the buyers and the sellers. But it's heading back down. No, just Doge this time, Jack. All right, Ryan, you ready? $21.99 again. And I'll get $21.96. $21.95. Is it going to just get it over with here? You just got 5,000 Doge, Wiley? There we go. I just bought. $8,800 Doge. $8,800 Doge. The email rounds it up to 22. This says 2192. I got 2192, guys. Executor, how are you? Sorry, I'm busy. I just bought the dip at 2192. Which is a better price than the little bit I bought this morning, which was $21.94. I'm buying Doge, guys. $21.92. Now watch it dump to like 21.7. The crash happened this morning, Executor, and that was the PPI numbers that came out. PPI numbers. Up, and there it goes, down lower, 21.9, 21.89. Looks like 21.89 is the lowest so far. I'm seeing on Coinbase. 21.88 on Binance. A lot going on. Christoph, you got 10,000 Doge. Yeah, mine was 8,800. 8,800 Doge. I just added. Your limit is at 2169. Might hit. We might hit. Yeah, that Robinhood buy spread is terrible. I just bought mine on Coinbase. Yeah, we're going down a little more, Maramello. 2183 now. 2177 on Coinbase. We might get your 2169. That might hit. But if you have a limit order on Robinhood, it's got to go to at least down to like 2155 before that hits. Going to buy more. Sales on. Your average cost is 21.9. Coin count matters. Right now, 2178. Isaac got some Doge. Of course. Oh, it's going to drop to 17 cents. Thank you, Con. Fractals are no guarantee of what's going to happen there, my friend. No guarantee. So it's just going to come back up, 2182. Not always, my friend. Well, Doge is acting like that might have been the dip there to 2172 or so. Bitcoin not showing a wick right now. I'm going to zoom in a little more here. 5-minute chart now. Now we're zooming in. Bitcoin. Doge dropped down, came back up. On Binance, it had a deeper drop than Coinbase. Binance went down to 21.6. Coinbase only went down as 21.77. Now back up to 21.94. Did you guys buy on that dip? That might have been it. That's what happens, right? You see that going down and you start buying. A lot of you guys bought. I bought. Yes, Con is correct, Rob. There's not a lot of liquidity after hours. And there are a lot of very savvy traders who take advantage of newbies who place stupid limit orders. You got to be very careful trading after hours on stocks. We don't know. Today is still Thursday. And you're talking about next Monday? A lot can happen between now and then. All the coins dropped. That's what markets do. People are selling, shaking off the weak hands. This could be more manipulation. We hear the pinger going off. Stick man. Con says, let's hope a recovery can start tomorrow. And Galvin says, I'm waiting for the weekend. Don't know. Uncertainty in the market right now, that's for sure. But I bought. I'm in. Abiding faithfulness. Thank you for your support. All eyes on Doge. Let's go. I want to see this thing just pop back up above 22 cents. And I'll feel really good about that purchase. Now, a little uncertain here. Bitcoin's not helping. ETH, not helping. You did a swap. Bonk to Doge. Had it with the bonk, huh? Had it with the bonk. Yeah, I think I'm fine. I know I'm fine because I know where Doge is going to be this fall, and it's not going to be 21 cents. I just wanted to get the best price. Hey, thanks for the super sticker. Faithfulness. Appreciate it. Thank you. It's, yeah, the inflation numbers which lead to, oh no, maybe Powell's not going to cut rates in September. So that's the thinking that's bad. It's not the actual thing that's going to happen next month. It's the fear of what might or might not happen. People are trading on that. Oh, the charcoal is firing up there, Christoph. What you putting on the grill? What you cooking on the grill? Can we all come over? Charlotte will fly over. I'll drive down. We'll meet you there. And bad jobs numbers. I wouldn't say high inflation, but they're not, it's worse than what was predicted. Stagflation. I didn't hear the word stagflation today. The only hope I can give you, Nazmul, is I just bought more Doge at this price. I just bought. Will it go lower? We shall see. Appreciate it. Fed could be stuck. That is true. That's exactly why the market tanked. The Fed could be stuck. Yeah, I think you need to wait a little bit there, Charlotte. Unless you want some of Christoph's Glizzlies. Go down to New Jersey and share in his brats. Or whatever he's cooking on the grill. Yeah, I don't know if the Trump and Putin thing is really going to make a difference. I mean, they're not going to end the war because Ukraine's not there. Trump said he's going to listen to Putin. They're not going to be talking about like land. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. It could become very positive if the United States lifts sanctions on Russia. Do you think that could come out of that meeting? I think most people are saying don't trust what Putin says because he won't follow through. There's always that risk. So it'll be interesting. It'll be an interesting day tomorrow. You just bought 130,000. Hoping to buy another 150,000 if it goes lower. Anthony Webster is going all in on Doge. Woo! Full trust in Doge. Love it. Love it. Tariffs are never a one-time shock, as we've learned anything over the past 6 months, right? It has not been a one-time shock, anything with tariffs. The market has been continually beaten by the fear of tariffs and inflation for 6 months. What, buddy? Today I'm doing a ribeye. Ooh, the ribeye sounds good. Mexican street corn? You do that on the grill too? The corn? That sounds like a very tasty dinner. Yeah, Powell will wear another purple tie. I predict that already in September. What's up, Nismo? How are you? We just bought more Doge on the dip. Bunch of us just now. We can share a hot dog. Grizzlies. Oh. Yeah, Trump isn't going to get Putin to end the war tomorrow. So don't even think that that's a possibility. That's what causes markets to go down, is people think something that's unrealistic is going to happen. And then when it doesn't happen, they're disappointed. Oh. Putin does not own Trump, Tedward. No. Putin owned Biden, that's for sure. And here we go with the whales again. It's not the whales, CDC. The whales just want to make money like the rest of us. They're not manipulating the prices. It's the market makers. And at least they're talking, Goose. That's right. At least they're talking. People who are complaining Trump is going to go talk to Putin. Well, it wasn't getting anywhere without the talks, right? So let's have the talks. Can't have peace without the talks first. I know. It went to 21. You bought on Robinhood and you get 22. Welcome to Robinhood. That's how it works, Cam. That's why I bought on Coinbase this time. Coinbase. And here we go. Now back up over 22. Yeah. You char the corn up on the grill. Nice. Nice. A Maxwell Street Polish in downtown Chicago. That sounds good too. You guys are making me hungry. Lunatic says, keep buying. Hey, look. Big green candle. We're not the only ones buying. I told you this had a feeling like a dip. The pinger's still going off. Oh, the pinger's going off now with new shorts. They're taking out shorts now because the prices are coming back up. They're taking out the shorts. Look at that. Love it. Was that good timing or what, guys, right? Wasn't that good timing? We set a target. We said once it drops under 22 cents, it got to 21.98. I said, I'm waiting for just another minute, see if it comes down lower. That was pretty good. Congratulations to us. And then it dumps to 21. And then it dumps all the way down, and I'll be like, well, you do the best you can, right? You do the best you can. See, I never say no anymore, our joy. I don't say no. I can say 19-cent Doge is unlikely. But I know better than to say never. Trump will get Putin to settle the war in a game of rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Limit order at 21.5. You can do it that way. I like just watching the market and buying when I see the dip. And I know I get that price. If it goes lower, it goes lower. But at least I get it filled. I'm in the game. Got 8,800 more Dogecoin now. Typically on stocks, if you have a $1.06 limit order on a stock, it will not fill it at $1.12. You actually have to close your limit order and put a new one in higher. It won't fill a $1.06 limit buy at $1.12. You have to close it out and then do another one. And that has nothing to do with Robinhood. That has to do with the price of the stock. You got 8,000 Doge as well, Ryan? Looks like the dip may not be done yet. May not be done yet. Joke Smoke, thank you for the super chat. Good afternoon. We're buying Dogecoin. We got some gifted memberships from our friend Joke Smoke. Thank you, my friend. Who got memberships? Forks is a member. Mr. T is a member. Marius is a member. The King of Kings is a member. And Johnny is a member. Hey, congratulations to the new members from our friend Joke Smoke. Thank you. It's too bad Max wasn't here. He was looking for one of those. Still doesn't have it. You've got 1,000 Doge at about 18 cents. Plan to stack Doge before it hits 50. Sweet. Sweet. Either way, we're winning because we're playing. That is true, my friend. What's rigged now, Charlotte? Now what's rigged? Nothing's ever good enough for you. Oh. The member giveaways are rigged against the members. Oh, oh my God. Oh. I wasn't here. I had left to tend to some things around the house. Just got the notification, came back. There you go. You can thank Mr. Joke Smoke for the memberships. Thank you, my friend, for the generosity there. That is awesome. I'm still trying to see what was posted in the community, and it's just still not seeing it. Still not seeing it. I think my YouTube app is broken. Thank you, Javier. I know, she's armed with needles. I know that. That is dangerous. Look at it. That I'm used to the threats. Exactly. It's all good. The maximum for Doge this cycle. Well, Edward, there's a lot of options there. You tell me what's going to happen with Dogecoin over the next 3 months. Are we going to get ETFs approved? Yes or no? Is House of Doge going to have any real big partnerships? Yes or no? Is BitOrigin going to do more than just hodl Doge? Are they going to be in the game of making something for Doge? Is Doge OS going to launch and be successful and have a lot of great things built on it? Is Elon going to have Dogecoin for a payment for a car or onto X? If the answer to all those is no, then Doge might hit 35 cents. But if any of those come true, I think Doge will be higher than 35 cents, and it will all depend on what actually happens, not just on hype. So if all of the above happened, Victor, we're over $1. You see what the difference is? So people just saying, give me your price of Doge, I'm like, well, you tell me what's going to happen. If it's all the above, Doge will be a lot higher. Yeah, the Grayscale, the Bitwise, those will definitely be approved. That Rex Osprey one, I don't know about that one. Forks does not own a computer. Living by your phone. I get it. That's all right. It's all good. Good night, Cam. Doge on such pay, that would be awesome. We'd like to see that. That's something House of Doge and the Dogecoin Foundation are supposed to be supporting. Happy Meals for Doge. Now, I'm not holding my breath on that one. Trump coins at $8. I'm so glad I sold those stupid collectibles. I sold the stupid Trump collectibles. What percentage of my viewers are in the US? Good question. I can look on a specific video or specific amount of time. Let's just do time over the past 2 days, because that's what comes up first, right? I can do by age. I can do by geographies. The last 28 days were 64% United States. 64% United States. Second place is the UK. Third place, Canada. Fourth place, Netherlands. Fifth place, India. United States first, UK second, Canada third, Netherlands fourth, India fifth. Hello to my friends in India. A lot of them are lurkers. Age. Most are in the range of 35 to 44 years. 35 to 44 years. 37%. 35 to 44 years. %55 of my viewers are on a mobile phone. 21% on a computer, 20% on a TV. They give you all kinds of good stats. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Doge is not done dipping yet. Giving everyone another chance. You're using a VPN? Yeah, who knows where you're from? You could be from like Iceland or something. I don't know where it routes, right? Who's in the UK? I know exactly, right? X money? Yeah. Again, We think X money will start, but it won't have Doge on it. But just by X money starting, that will hype Dogecoin's price. Will work for Doge. Oh, what was your sign? Oh, I get it. She asked what your sign was. Oh, I get it. Will work for Doge. Anthony Webster, you think Doge is going to run up to $1.50 and then retrace all the way back to 34 cents? Powell won't be gone till May, Anthony. His contract is done in May. Yeah, those are good stats. It's pretty cool. And one person in Iran. I think I have more than one in Iran, Mohammed, but nice to see you. Welcome. There's from the Netherlands. Paxcat the King might be also using a VPN to hide his location. We're getting a second round of dips, guys. For those that didn't just buy on the dip 20 minutes ago, we're dipping again. Yep, a new dip is brewing. Yeah, see, Hamad's also Iran. So got a Mohammed and a Hamad, both in Iran. And another in the Netherlands, Maramello. There's the new dip. Okay, who's loading up on the next dip? Hello from Ireland. That counts as UK, right? Who's in the UK? Who's not in the UK? Okay, Mars, your turn to buy in the dip. Here we go, 2187. Jonathan from France. Charles from the UK. Mech Engineer is in New Zealand. Antarctic. Why not, right? Let's get all the continents. Let's get all the continents. The Republic of the Congo for Lunatic. Awesome. No, you don't step on the keyboard, you stupid cat. Oh. Now you're being a pain. Not you all, the cat. That thing right there, that cat. Look at him. He's like, what, me? I'm just going to lay right here on the mouse so Dad can't move it. God. You're in the way. Pax cat. In the way. What crypto do I like? Dogecoin number one. Dogecoin's number one. Although I did buy a little bit of Bitcoin at the top yesterday. I'm very proud of that. No more powder? Yeah, me too. I used up my powder. I actually borrowed from 2 weeks in the future. I borrowed from 2 weeks in the future my dry powder to buy on this dip. Silly cat. Pax Cat was saying, no, buy Popcat. Don't buy that dog coin, buy Popcat. Is Popcat dipping? Got to check that out. Yeah, it was a dip. 29.2. King Jano, you're in Nigeria. Oh, welcome. Welcome, my friend. Forks is from the country of Virginia. The cat going after the mouse. Exactly. You got 2188. Bam. Nice. Oh, looks like a little double bottom action there. The Florida man. Yeah, my powder keg is dry now too. Can I explain more about myself? Mohammed, I'm an architect. Very successful architect. Don't get paid a lot as a successful architect, but it's a good profession. I've worked on some cool buildings, traveled the world, made money in crypto. What else do you need to know? Right, PaxCat saying, see how I control the market. I have no shrimps in the house. 2188. Another one. I don't do any pre-sale tokens, Isfanjar. You never know when they're a scam or not. You're basically giving a team your money on something that's not trading yet. I don't do that. I don't do that. Say hello to your husband from me. Hello. Hello to Bundle's husband. Hello. We're having fun here, making money. Trying to. Mech Engineer, you just did a house flip. Hopefully the sale is finalized within 10 days so you can buy more Doge. I love it. I love it. 2189 for Mars. Sweet. Cha-ching, 2190. Love those prices. This is the dip, man. We're buying on the dip. Is it going to go lower? I don't know, but I mean, who was buying up here at 25 cents? Not us, right? Because we don't buy on the green candles. So big red candle, buy. Comes back around and retests, buy. Right? We failed that support where the white was, right? We failed that support, went lower, and then we bought. That's a good strategy. Is it the best price? We'll see. Mars says, I'll buy again if it goes lower. Kriss does not have any extra cash to buy lower at the moment, so I'm good. I've got a big tax bill next month I need to pay. Big tax bill next month. I squeezed a little bit out, another 2,000 squeezed out, borrowed from myself. Got 8,000 more Dogecoin. And we will have better days for Doge ahead of us. And we will look back fondly when we were buying at 2192, 2189, and we'll be like, yeah, good price. Hey, Adam, listening now for your 2-hour drive home. Safe driving, my friend, safe driving. If I look in the past 5 years of Doge, there's a big W, April 4th to June 20th. Why do I have to look back 5 years? Why do I have to look back 5 years? And you're saying April 4th to June 20th. I'm just looking at what you're looking at here. Not really a W. Did you say W? April 4th to June 20th. You could say it started before that, like up at the top here on March 26th, right? And then that. And then that, right? I mean, this is just up and down trading. It's like, it doesn't mean anything. All right? It really doesn't mean anything. That's just up and down trading. There's no technical analysis there. There's nothing. Doesn't mean anything. All right? Meanwhile, on our messy chart, I think we caught that second dip, guys. Look at that. Perfectly executed on a 5-minute chart, because we're zoomed in on the 5-minute. We got us a double bottom on a 5-minute chart. Woohoo! Let's go! Let's go! Double bottoms! Double bottoms! Look at that. So for those who didn't get that half an hour ago, got a second chance and scooped up some Doge. Love it. Love it, love it. I think eBay is probably the best for a professional camera. That's where you're going to find, buyers who really know what a professional camera is, and if they want it, if it's something that's in demand, it's eBay. I'm the only one buying Bitcoin at the highest price. Yes, I am. Wasn't that awesome? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. $125,000 of Bitcoin. But yeah, it was only $10. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. April to June of this year. I knew that's what you meant, but there's nothing really W about it. But W is for winning, yes. And it's the summer of chop, as Ryan reminds us. It's the secret code. Could we go up to 24 cents tonight? I don't see the momentum there to quite go up that high, but at least getting back up in the mid 22s would be nice. 22.5 would be awesome as a target. That would be awesome. We did drop below 22 like I predicted. So what are we going to do now? We got our double bottom. Kriss bought. So the green circle is Kriss buying Doge. So when we zoom out, we can see Kriss bought Doge there, Kriss bought Doge there on the dips. Got a bigger double bottom. So recovery, let's go. What's Bitcoin doing? Recovering back over 118. What's ETH doing? Not quite back over 4,500. Oh, there we go. Now recovering. Nice. Get ETH back comfortably over 4,500. Bitcoin comfortably over 118. And then Doge comfortably over 22 cents. That's what I'm watching. You bought the top on Bitcoin. Yes, Goose, I did. I did, right there. $10 worth at $125,000, the price of Bitcoin. $125,000. I bought the top. Yes. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Had to do it. I want alts to bleed back to Bitcoin, and then I buy me some more Doge. Yeah, that'll happen 2026. It'll all bleed back to Bitcoin. You have to decide, my friend Mohammed, when you buy more Doge. We were just buying right now on these dips right here. So that's what we were doing. Right. The most expensive on the biggest green candle. I win. I win. Nobody else has showed me that they bought Bitcoin at 125K. I'm the only one. I win. King of the mountain. Top of the heap. Yep. Winning. I'm winning. Nobody can beat me. I should check that on X and just say, does anybody have proof of buying Bitcoin at a higher price than me? And I'll bet nobody can prove it. I win. I know, David. It's just, it is. It's too much. King of the castle. Masterclass. Exactly. And I also predicted Doge dropping below 22 cents today, didn't I? And what were we doing? We were buying Dogecoin at 21.9. As Kriss predicted, we're all winning. We're winning. Winning, winning. Never get tired of winning, Ryan. I never get tired. Yes, I taught everyone how to buy crypto at the top. And I said, don't do what I did on that one. Don't do what I did. But it's a funny thing to talk about. Out of all the people around the world, Kriss paid the most for Bitcoin, more than anybody else. So much so, in fact, it was higher than its all-time high. Yes, Kriss paid a price that is higher than the all-time high. That's not easy to do. We won. Never get tired. Love it. The best. Yeah, I know, right? Mohammed's asking when to buy. And he's asking somebody who bought the top. The absolute top. I know, right, Kyle? I can't help it. Winning. It's all winning. Come on, let's just get up to 22.5 and get out of this rut here. And so you can prove Kriss right again that he called the bottom. In fact, a double bottom to give those of you that weren't ready the first time a chance to buy the second time, and up we go. Exactly, DB. The best $10 I ever spent right there. Bitcoin at the top. No, cat. You're going to step on my... Charlotte, this cat is a pain. Ugh. Total pain. Look at this. What? Oh, I love you, Dad. I love you. Total pain. Ugh. Angel just got some Doge. You can have them. Take them back. I don't know what Gracie will think, but I'll be rid of them forever. He's a Pax cat. So it's his. Yes. I'm your human. Huh? Yeah. All right. Now you're just going to settle in. Thank you. And look at Doge coming up. Nice. Let's go. Let's go to the moon. To the moon. Bitcoin, yeah, going up. ETH, yes, going up. We all bought the dip, folks. We all bought the dip. Maybe you'll get a chance to buy Bitcoin at 125,000 music. Maybe you will. But right now, Kriss is on the top of the world. The top of the world. I am the king of Bitcoin for that. Oh. What's happening in 45 days, Mohammed? Can you wait 60 days? When we're closer to October 20th. October 20th. Remember that date. October 20th. It's going to get bought back up quick. I love it. Let's go. Up we go. The only thing I wish had happened was the house came on the market in December instead of January. I would have had more cash then because the price was higher. Oh, well. It still worked out and we're good. We're still good. Right, buddy? Yeah, Pax Cat has his daily dose of bunnies, birds, chipmunks, and squirrels. They're all in the back. I know. But he's not allowed outside. He just watches them through the screen. Which does he like best? The bunnies or the chipmunks? Or the not the squirrels. Maybe the birds. And chipmunks. TP. We got a lot of chipmunks. So yeah. He is well entertained. He doesn't need me except to feed him and clean his cat box. And this is the thanks I get. Come on, Biddy. Keep going up. Let's go. Everybody buy it up. Yeah, a lot of shorts. A lot of shorts. Let's update the heat map. Whoa, shorts on Bitcoin. Let's go get those shorts. Look at all these shorts up here. 119.6, 119.4, $300 million. Let's go get them. How does Doge look? Yeah, just this one we saw before at 23 cents. $8 million. That's it for Doge. But still, that's $8 million at 23 cents. That's one big ass short. Let's go get it. Yeah, if you let him outside, he may not come back. He may not come back. No giveaways right now. This website is called a heat map, and this is on CoinGlass, coinglass.com. That is CoinGlass, coinglass.com. And you go to the liquidation pull down menu, and you click on liquidation heat map. And that gets you to the heat maps that show you where all the long and shorts are. These are all the longs that got taken out this morning. Bunch of them. Hey, Ricky, what's the difference, by the way? If I buy $10 versus $25, how do I DCA to get lower price? Well, that's the thing, Ricky. You don't know if the price is going to go lower or not. So, Bitcoin we'll use Bitcoin as your example here. I mean, Bitcoin just dipped to 117.5 right there, right? So the whole idea of dollar cost averaging is, if you've got $25, maybe you only spend 10 there, and then you wait and see if it comes down lower. That's the whole thought of dollar cost averaging, is not just taking all of your money and buying all at once, right? The idea is you spread it out, you average it out. Personally, I just like to buy on dips. Some people have regular buys every day, every week, whatever that is. There's all sorts of different ways to buy crypto. I like to look for the dips, to identify the dips like we just had. Identified it, had the cash ready on Coinbase, ready to buy. You saw it here an hour ago, just bought it live. That's how I like to do it. You just saw KrissPax in action right there. And a lot of you followed along, bought at the same time. Winning. We're winning. Hi, Mohammed. So the October 20th thing is kind of a joke, okay? So don't go telling everyone that crypto is absolutely going to be at its highest price on October 20th. It's a little joke on this channel among some of us, but it could be, right? It could be. But you said 45 days, and I'm thinking at least go 60 and just see how it plays out. That's all I'm saying. Let's see how October plays out. Generally one of the best months in crypto. Good night, Garmin. NFA on October 20th. We're going to have an epic live stream on the 20th, or a $1 Dogecoin party here in Boston, one or the other. You can feel the 125K. BDAG. I've heard of BDAG. Why do I know BDAG? Block DAG. BDAG. Nope, I don't know BDAG. Sorry. Yeah, tell everyone and then blame Kriss. That's kind of how it goes around here, Charlotte. Kriss just gets blamed. Even when I'm winning. Oh, it's launching soon? It's not a thing yet? Well, then I have nothing to look at. Penny to penny to $1. That's all right. Yeah, it's pre-sale. Yeah, I don't do pre-sales. I don't do pre-sales. Because you don't know. You don't know. You're giving them your money for nothing except the hope of something in the future. I don't trade that way. House of Doge has been quiet, Kilmar. They just keep reposting stuff on X. Yeah, what's up? They've got a bunch of engineers they hired working on something, or developers. Like, what are they doing? I have no clue. No clue. Yeah, I'm not going to study BDAG. I don't study pre-sale tokens. How long will it take for ETFs to pump Doge? Well, we saw what happened with ETH, right? ETH got off to a very rocky start when their ETFs started trading. Very rocky start. A lot of that was because there were a lot of big ETH futures. So there was a lot of selling going on. Dogecoin will not have that. The grayscale futures thing that was created doesn't have a lot of money in it. So I'm not worried about that. It just don't expect for the Dogecoin ETF to have anywhere near the volume of the Bitcoin or ETH ETF. It just won't. But there'll be some, and it'll be positive. People will be buying it, which means buying Dogecoin, which helps Dogecoin price go up. But I don't think it's going to have the same kind of big effect. The NBA schedule's out. When is San Antonio and Boston run? When are you coming for a visit? You got to come to Boston, man. I hope it's like the end of the season, like in April. So Jason Tatum will be back and we can beat your ass. Tim, I wish I had listened to your opinion on the stock market. I would have exited with 0 losses. Well, I'm not a guru by any means, but good luck on the next one. Yeah, buy on the news, right? January 10th. It's going to be cold up here then. It's going to be cold up here. January. And then Boston's in San Antonio on March 10th. Cool. You're coming to Boston? Coming up, Christoph? Let me know when. Let me know when. Say is a great crypto project, doing very well. I used to have some, sold it in January, made a profit. say should do well over the next couple months too. He won't go away. I mean, he jumps down and then he jumps back up. He misses me. Silly cat. You're going to bring brownies. Yeah, that CoinGlass site is great. I'm just about to end the live, and you can watch the first 10 minutes on the replay. And that's where I gave all my thoughts on what happened this morning. Okay. So the first 10 minutes of the live stream, I covered all that. Because I have got to go to dinner now. But hey, look what we did. We bought on the dip. Let's see whether that is the dip or whether overnight the Asian markets are going to dump Doge even lower or send it higher. We will see. I mean, what's going to happen with Bitcoin, right? Is it going to stay over 118 or is it going to come down lower? We will watch that as well overnight. I hope everyone has a great evening. I'll be live again on Friday. Yes, Friday. We always have fun on Fridays. Even more fun than today. Tough to beat today, right? Today was fun. But on Fridays, we can even have more. So I hope everyone has a great evening, and I'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.